Hi, Zeus here. Today in Season 21, I reached into Gold tier and up to number 139 on the US leaderboard. I'm going to explain to you how I did it, the tech tree, and how using Vampire Zookas, Dr. Vitamin, and Everspark with explosive charges, I've put together a very successful meta. In this video, I'm also going to show you and give you an update on my Main Base Leaderboard push and an attack with Scorchers, Bombardiers, Medics, and Dr. Kavan. So Season 21 of Warships is all about prototypes, and I'm using Vampire Zookas, and originally I was using 8 boats of Vampire Zookas, but once I got the Dr. Vitamins, I added 1 boat of Dr. Vitamins and took out 1 boat of Vampire Zookas. Now the Doom cannons that most people have at this level, you have to look at the range and then start shocking the Doom cannon once your Vampire Zookas get in range. And the key is to attack the defenses that are furthest from the Doom cannon first, take them out, and then once you get in range of the Doom cannon, to start shocking the Doom cannon. The special ability that I'm using for Everspark is explosive charges, and I hold on to that until I have defensive units that are near a lot of mines. And while 1 or 2 mines won't really hurt the Vampire Zookas if they're shooting, boom mines kill them instantly, and if they're moving across lots of regular mines, then they're going to be in deep trouble. So here I've started shocking the Doom cannon, and I've used explosive charges a few times. I also use explosive charges to clear out the defenses near the furthest right engine, and that helps the critters to build. And then when the critters when the engine is beaten, the critters come through and take out those mines towards the rest of the defenses, which is very helpful. And then explosive charges a few more times, and the critters that spawn automatically every few seconds from Everspark take out most of the remaining mines. And then here's an interesting thing. You can just flare right into 2 flamethrowers, max level flamethrowers, and the Vampire Zookas actually, if they're shooting at the final engine, don't die, which is pretty cool. You know, the original version, here's my opponent, he's still finishing. The original version of Vampire Zookas were pretty glitchy, and this is really the first time that we've actually had a chance to use the Vampire Zookas in actual combat. These are, you know, prototypes that have only come around once now when they're functioning. So I've got a big win streak going with this troop combination. Here's my opponent, ADY2, and you know, he's losing a lot of Zookas running across my mines, because again, if they're in motion, they can die. He's using hack, which is good. I mean, one of the reasons why the explosive charges is so good is it clears defenses faster, and that allows you to get through the base faster. You know, one of the problems with the Vampire Zookas is that they just don't have the offensive punch of regular Zookas. They don't die as much, but they don't have the offensive punch. So having the explosive charges is really helpful. So with that win, I've got a 5 times win streak, and I'm now number 369 on the US leaderboard. And in my Red Hat Legends task force, I'm number 2 behind only Cactus with his DACH memory pusher account. All right, let's go back into combat and see if I can get into gold tier. So this base is relatively compact. I'm going to encounter the Doom cannon pretty fast after I beat the first few machine guns and mortars on the right, and I'll come at it from the far right there, so that I can clear those defenses before I have to start shocking the Doom cannon. So I land all my troops, and now they're going to drift in towards those machine guns there. Now, the groups of mortars would normally be terribly toxic to regular Zookas, but you know, because these Zookas are vampire Zookas, while they're shooting, even a full couple of mortar blasts aren't going to really take them down. Again, I'm using the explosive charges to knock out mines along the way and those defenses near the furthest right engine. Fortunately, I didn't have any critters to take out those mines there, so I'm going to lose a few vampire Zookas on the boom mines there. And I also got hit a couple of times by the Doom Cannon. Now the critters that spawn automatically are going to drift through those mines there, hopefully, and take them out. And I'm getting to the point where I can do the final rush with a flare at the last two engines. So here we go. And again, I'm taking a full hit from that flamethrower and the machine gun. And normally that would be instant death for Zooka, but if these vampire Zookas are shooting and doing damage, they're pretty invincible. So let's see how our opponent, oh, looks like we won. So he's finishing up my base with a very slow time. I think he was using Everspark with Critter Swarm. Weapon. Alright, got the victory. And that puts us into gold tier. So we're going to take the gold tier chest. And now we're saving up for upgrade of Everspark. But with that victory getting into gold tier, we're number 1 in our task force ahead of Cactus, which is pretty cool. And we're number, let's see, number 241 in the United States leaderboard. All right. And the only loss that I had there's an emerging meta with 6 heavies, 2 Dr. Vitamins, and all heavy rush with bullet, with vitamin. So it's possible to get that through my base, although you have to have everything exactly timed perfectly. And if I upgrade some defenses further, it's not going to work. All right, meanwhile, while I was playing Warships, I had a new player spawn on my map. He's got 651 victory points and a grappler and a lot of ice. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ice boosted. So this will be a fun challenge. And I'm going to use my normal loadout, finish up the building of those last few Scorchers. And let's go. So I'm going to land my troops after I barred out the... he's made a big mistake because he's got these group of 4 defenses, 2 cannons and 2 sniper towers all together in a way so that I can actually knock them all out. With a couple of bombs. Oop. Well, I didn't get the 2 sniper towers, but they're severely damaged. So I'm going to land my Scorchers, 1 far left, 1 far right, 1 in the middle, Cryoneer in the middle, throw down some critters to take out the mines in the front, 2 boats of bombardiers, far left, far right, and this guy's got a laser there, and the problem with the laser is that it could take out the bombardiers in the back. He's also got a grappler, and the grappler's got like 88,000 health because he's got the 8 boosted dice. So really the only way to deal with that is you throw down smoke, and then after he grabs a couple of Scorchers, you shock it, and hope your Scorchers can stay in the smoke long enough to not get killed. And meanwhile, you spawn a few more. If they start dying, you spawn a few more in the front, and you just pound away at the offenses in the front. Now, it would have been really good if I'd had another box of critters. Usually I would throw a box of critters down in the front here, and that would prevent the Grappler from grabbing all my troops, which it's doing right now, and I'm getting pounded by that last remaining rocket launcher, so I had to throw down a health pack. But I got the shield down, and almost lost almost all of my bombardiers, so I got to throw down a health pack. And luckily, my bombardiers in front lasted long enough to take out the base. Ugly win, but again, very difficult to take out an 8 ice boosted base that's got a high level grappler with good placement of defenses like that. But anyway, it worked out, and back up to 1,570 victory points with my main base, and that puts me at number 185 in the world and number 27 in the United States. All right, let's go back to the Warships tech tree. So this is the tech tree that I'm using. I've not maxed out the gunboat. I've not maxed out the mortar, sniper tower. I'm on level 3 of the shock bomb. I have maxed out the heavies, Vampire Zookas, building health, the flamethrower. I selected flamethrowers for the optional node because it's important to knock down the all-heavy rush. And everything that's important for the all-heavy rush I've maxed out, like machine guns, boom mines. Cannons are, boom cannons are on level 4. I've got the flare up to level 4 because I was using all-heavy rush myself early on. Troop health is level 4 because you don't really need that extra level to do what I'm doing. And I've selected the Doom cannon, gunboat energy. The Dr. Vitamin is maxed out. Gunboat energy is up to level 4. Cannons are maxed out. And I haven't really touched the prototroop that shoots bombs, Rainmaker. And I've not opened up the private bullet. So using this strategy, I later worked my way up to number 139 on the US leaderboard. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, give us a like, and thanks as always to Hercules for help with the video editing.